Would you stop? WrestleMania's in chaos here, fans.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Ultimate Warrior, the Hulkster carried the company on his back, dude. Hogan, your destructive powers of Hulkamania cannot contain the power of the Warrior.
Jim, Terry, if you two can't get along,
you're both fired.
Hola amigos, it's Will here from Will's Custom Figures, coming at you today with a big bad breakdown of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So please guys, sit back and relax while I talk you through how and why I made this Vince McMahon custom wrestling figure and all the details in between. So first things first, why Vince McMahon? Well, Vince McMahon is one of the most important figures in all of professional wrestling history. Born August 24th, 1945. He took over WWF from his father, Vince McMahon Sr. Yes, he's a controversial figure, but he turned regional wrestling into a worldwide empire, creating WrestleMania, changing the wrestling world forever. He's responsible for the rock and wrestling era in the 1980s, the Attitude Era, and so many more. He's worked alongside legends like Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior, John Cena, Stone Cold, The Rock, and more. But why make this Vince McMahon figure after so many other Vince McMahon figures I've made in the past? Well, during this era of professional wrestling, some people call it the golden era or the glory era. Well, he had bright suits, slick hair, huge personality, even over-the-top reactions on the commentary table. And here you can see him next to two of the giants of this era, Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. Man, do you get superstars any bigger than this in today's day and age? I don't think so. Here he is with a nice little pose down and face off with Vince McMahon. Of course, these two went on to face each other at WrestleMania and their whole lives are intertwined. And here is the man that dethroned Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6, the Ultimate Warrior. And here we are with another version of Hulk from this great Hasbro era. Of course, Hasbro never actually made a Vince McMahon action figure, which I think they're missing a trick there. Nice one with Ultimate Warrior and Sergeant Slaughter, two of my all-time faves. And these two body types I have used before for Vince McMahon customs. I think the Sergeant Slaughter specifically is great to use. Now, as I bring in Bam Bam Bigelow, Vince McMahon became very controversial over the years. Regardless of your opinions of him, there's a great Netflix documentary if you want to learn more about Vince. Nice dropkick, Vince. His impact on professional wrestling is undeniable. Storied careers like the storied career of Bret the Hitman Hart. Of course, superstars like Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner getting their starts in Vince. He saw the potential. And of course, Vince McMahon propelled careers into stardom, creating superstars out of just normal standard professional wrestlers. Now, speaking of superstars, here he is with the controversial one, Rowdy Roddy Piper. I still can't believe that of all the characters we've had, you know, we had a Nails, but we never had a Vince Hasbro. What's going on, Hasbro? Sort it out, reverse time. Oh, and oosh, bet Hot Rod wishes he could have done that in real life. And here we go with the Warlord. Absolutely love this guy, monstrous man, and Vince McMahon loved his bigger, larger-than-life characters. And speaking of bigger, larger-than-life, here is Goldberg. Goldberg, let's see a spear, my friend. Come on, you know you've always wanted to do it. Oosh! Lovely. Now, this custom exists specifically because I like to create the figures that toy companies never gave us, and they never made a figure from this era. Now, love him or hate him, without Vince McMahon, wrestling probably would never have been what we know it as today. Now, you've got to love the colours and the vibrancy of the Hasbro wrestling retro figures, and I think this translates really, really well. Of course, I used a $1 Million Man base, as any of you Hasbro aficionados will be able to tell already. I wouldn't need to explain it to most of you, but just in case the less informed people watch this video, that is who I used, and it's a really, really good custom for anybody that you're going to be putting into a suit. I sculpted the jacket on the front, the tie as well, popped all the little, collar and things out in there, but you can see that it does retain its articulation. Unfortunately, no head articulation. I've used clay to attach this on there. But this beautiful, vibrant blue, hopefully you can see from comparing the other figures earlier how bright and cartoonish. It's a more exaggerated look from the Hasbro line, and I really liked it. There was a time and a place for this, and it definitely screams retro. And this Vince McMahon now fits perfectly with the late 80s WWF roster. School photo Vince, nice up close and personal. You can see the eyes glistening. Absolutely brilliant. And here's the iconic look there. Hopefully you like that. Now, sitting next to Gorilla Monsoon, he's borrowed a pair of Gorilla's glasses here. This looks like Vince just walked straight out of Saturday Night's Main Event and sat down at the commentary table. I love it. I really, really do. Now, all he needs now is a headset and somebody screaming, what a maneuver, to really bring that Vince to life. But you can see standing next to Gorilla how cool this Vince looks. An absolutely incredible set. And I'm so happy, if you stay tuned to the end of this video, you're going to see a whole montage of my customers' use of Vince and Gorilla Monsoon in his very own Hasbro Wrestling collection. And just to touch on that, I used a nice wolf grey for Vince McMahon's suit and all the other blacks and whites from the Vallejo paint collection for the rest of the outfit. I used Citadel paints, however, for the skin tone and the flesh colours. No one does it better than Citadel. Now my final reflections. Honestly, this feels like a missing piece of the Hasbro line. If Hasbro had ever made a commentator series or an owner series back in the day, this is genuinely what I think Vince McMahon would have looked like. Credit to WWE Mattel because they made the Build-A-Figure Vince McMahon head that I used for this project. And he's got that smug promoter look, just like he's about to announce the main event of WrestleMania. As I removed Brutus and Hot Rod, as well as Hulk Hogan and Gorilla Monsoon, this is all about Vinnie Mac. And I think immortalising him in this outfit in Hasbro form is long overdue. And as for what's next on the channel, guys, we've got an absolute mountain of madness coming your way. We've got multiple versions of the Great Muta, more Pokemons including Custom Flareon and Rapidash, Custom Edge, Top Dollar, Ventriloquist, Doomsday, Jushin Thunder Liger, and a whole lot more. Guys, it's that incredible time. It's time for a montage. If you love retro wrestling figures, comic customs, Pokemon builds, horror, monsters, and all other kinds of crazy creations, then you're definitely in the right place here at WCF World's Custom Figures, as no character is off the cards. If you enjoyed today's video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment below telling me who you want to see turned into a retro WWF Hasbro figure next. You can also find me over on Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube at WCF Will's Custom Figures. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I massively appreciate every single one of you. And guys, I'll see you all on the next one. Adios.
Bobby, Gorilla, what a maneuver!